Hey Charlie, how's your day been today?
Yeah, pretty good, thank you. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. I've just been working all day. Have you gotten up to much?
Um, yeah, I guess I just got back from work recently and then took the little puppy for a walk and now back on the interview with you.
Oh, that's cool. What type of puppy do you have?
She's a chocolate labradoodle.
Oh, so cute. I have a Labradoodle at home. They're great dogs, but mine's 15 now, so getting pretty old. I remember when he was a puppy, he was so cute. How old's your dog?
She's about 5 months now.
How does she deal with walking? Does she pull lots?
Yeah, quite a bit actually. Got a harness and she's kind of constantly always on her back feet 'cause she's pulling so much.
Yeah, I had that trouble with my dog too. It didn't really get better until he was older and stopped pulling, but yeah, I've seen it with a lot of Labradoodles. They struggle with that.
Yeah, they really like getting on their back feet.
Yeah, they love pulling. They just love getting wherever they can go as quickly as they can go.
Yeah, definitely.
So, today, Charlie, we might just have a little chat around why you came to see me, the current exercise you're doing, and just get to know you and get to know what your exercise routine looks like and what you're looking out of myself. And then we might do exercise screening. That just helps me understand any risk factors you may have, previous injuries. It's just something to help with just safety. And then if you tick all that off correctly, if you're all right with it, we'll get some do some testing to help me program and yeah, just give you a baseline measure to see if you've improved through the program we give you. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. That's what I'm looking for.
That's great. It's great you've come to see me today. So to start off with, can you tell me a little bit about what's brought you in today?
Yeah, sure. So I guess uh, with COVID, I've kind of dropped down my exercise load a bit. I was doing 4 times a week. Now I'm kind of doing 2 times, and yeah, I guess my goal would be to get stronger and kind of eventually get up to that 4 times a week again. And yeah, I feel like coming to you and getting your expertise in the area will really actually give me the results that I'm wanting, and I guess hold me accountable.
Okay. Yeah, all those things you just mentioned are things exercise scientists can really help you with. You mentioned you want results. Is that the results you're looking for just strength based, or like what results were you looking for?
Yeah, so I guess the main goal would probably be the increasing in the strength. Yeah.
Okay. What does that look like to yourself? Like, is that lifting more weight? Is that getting around the house easier? Is that walking more with your dog? Like, what type of thing, what does strength mean for you?
Strength probably means, uh, I guess, being able to lift more. To sound a bit vain, but yeah, being able to lift more and I guess that full body strength.
Okay. So you don't have a particular lift you want to improve, it's just all across the board?
Yeah, just main strength. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely something we can help with, and we can definitely try and get you back exercising 4 times a week. COVID's affected everyone. It's affected my exercise. It's affected my friends' exercise, and my clients' exercise. It's been really tough. So it's very common that the drop happens, and we can definitely work if it's something you want to work towards getting to that 4 sessions. Um, So I'm just going to give you two scales. So on these questions I'm about to ask you, I'll ask you to rate um, where you sit on the scale. One is the lowest, so you're not motivated or you don't want to do the thing I ask you, and 10 being the highest score. So you're really keen to do it, you're really confident, you're really, yeah, keen. Does that sound, are you all right to do that?
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
All right, so I'm going to ask you, like, how important is exercise to you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Um, I say it's probably pretty high up there. I know the benefits of exercise. It's just, yeah, so probably a 8 or a 9. Pretty important. I always want to keep that healthy, active lifestyle.
That's really great that you're that it's that high up there. It's definitely something we can work towards getting. Your importance is already high, so just getting the results from that. So we're doing another one of those the scales. But this time it's on how competent you are at doing exercise, like how, I mean, sorry, confident you are at doing exercise. So if I was asked you to do a gym workout, how confident are you in doing that?
Um, it would have been higher before, but because I haven't really been in as much and I'm not really seeing the results that I'd want to, I say it's probably lower now. So maybe like a 5 or a 6.
Okay, so we can definitely work on that. Can you tell me a little bit about when your confidence may have been high around exercise in general, or even in the gym in the past?
Yeah, of course. Probably just, I guess when I first really got into the exercise, I was seeing the results. I kind of feel like, I guess I've plateaued a bit, like I've stopped improving.
Yeah, so that's definitely something we can work on. I think with a exercise science written program that's written on your sort of like with research and stuff, research basis, usually we see results just because we look at rep ranges, we tailor it to yourself and where you're sitting in certain areas. So we might work on a smaller muscle to strengthen that to then get the bigger lift that you're looking to improve a little bit stronger, and you're able to lift a little bit more. So it sounds like your confidence is directly linked to the results you're seeing. So the reason you're not that confident is just because you recently haven't seen as many results in the gym. Would that sound correct?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much spot on. I feel like I haven't really been seeing the results that I guess, wanting.
Can you tell me a little bit about like what you currently do in the gym? Like what does your current gym session look like?
Yeah, so around 2 days a week at the moment. So uh, I do a little bit of boxing to start off, just to get me warmed up, and then I move into my weights. So I've just been doing a full body workout. So I'm just doing like compound movements. I'm not really doing any accessory movements. So like a bench press, shoulder press, squat, deadlift. That's probably all the exercises at the moment. And row.
Are like isolation movements and stuff, are they things you're open to, or are they things you want to totally avoid?
Oh no, they're things I'm open to. It's just what I've been doing at the moment.
And when you do them, are they do you do the exercise, rest for 5 minutes, do the exercise again, or do you do two exercises together?
Yeah, it's probably been two lately, just because I am a bit more struck for time at the moment with work. So yeah, I have been doing like supersets lately.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely something we can look at, and definitely something we can change up and try and get those results that you're really seeking. Um, you mentioned you've been busier lately. Can you just tell me a little bit about what the busyness looks like and how you've managed to fit exercise in?
Yeah, of course. So I'm at uni and I've got a few Zooms that I need to be online for. So uh, Mondays I have. Sorry, I'm just looking at my calendar. Mondays I have uni at 8 till 12, and then Thursdays is 8 till 11, and on Tuesday I've got 2 to 5 p.m. And then work is pretty much every other day of that in the morning. Or
Okay. So your afternoons seem to be fairly free from that?
Yeah, so my afternoons on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are free, and mornings on Tuesday and Wednesday are free.
So, where do you currently go to the gym? Is it a particular day and time that you go, or do you just make sure you get to the gym twice a week, no matter what day, no matter what time?
Yeah, probably the latter. So yeah, I don't really have a set time frame. I've just been going when I feel like I need to, so just fitting in those two sessions. Yeah.
Is that something you want to keep, or do you want from me, or do you want us to come up with 3 days, just throwing it out there, Monday, Friday, and Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that you are going to get to the gym at this time and you're going to do this session, or do you want it more flexible that it can go?
Well, work isn't really changing at the moment, and same with uni. So I guess that structure probably would help me because I do actually like structure. It kind of makes everything not so messy. So I do enjoy it.
So, in saying you want structure, you mentioned your Saturday, Sunday afternoons are free and mornings are free on the other days. Is that correct?
Mornings on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah.
Tuesday. Are there any particular days that you're like, yes, I want to exercise. This is the perfect day.
Um, Not really, because it's as I said before, my exercise is always going to be like some part of my lifestyle, even if it's just a little bit. I'm kind of ready to exercise whenever.
Okay.
I'm motivated.
So if I was to say, generally, we want to have 1 day's rest in between sessions just to keep you fresh and make sure you're not too tired. Is there a particular day, say we're aiming for, hang on, is there a number of days you're aiming for? So you said you're doing 2, you're wanting 4. Do you want to go straight to 4, or do you want to slowly work up to 4?
Um, I'd probably slowly work up to it. But what's your opinion on that? Do you think I should slowly work up to it since it's been a while since I've actually done the 4?
How long ago was your last week you did 4?
Um, Probably about a little over go 2 months ago.
2 months. Yeah, I'd say maybe for the first 3 weeks we might try and do 2 to 3 a week. Make it definite 2 to 3 a week, just to because have you always been doing 2? Because you said you don't have exact days, but would you say every single week for the past 2 months you've been doing 2?
Yeah, some were 2s, some were 3, but like that was really sporadic. I wasn't really having any set structure.
Yeah. So maybe if we try and definitely try and structure like 3 a week, and then maybe in a month to 2 months time changing that to 4. I don't think that's too much of a step up, considering you've said you've done a few weeks in that 2 months where you've maybe done 3 sessions and you've consistently been doing 2. I don't think that's too much of a jump. What do you think? Do you think you'll be able to cope with that?
Yeah, no, I think that sounds good to me.
So what days are you thinking you'd want to?
Well, if you were suggesting to space it out, I'd probably say um, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
Yep, that sounds great. Sunday. So I'll just summarize a few things and see if we got that right, and then I'll have a bit more of a chat after that. So you've mentioned you want to work up. You previously done 4 sessions a week. You want to work, but you've currently doing 2. You want to work back up to that 4. And one of the reasons you dropped to 2 sessions is you just weren't seeing the results you wanted, and the results center around that strength goal and trying to get stronger and lift heavier weights. Your confidence is a little low at the moment, but that's due to the results. And if you start seeing results, your confidence will get higher. And you're looking at a Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Does that sound right?
Yeah, no, that sounds perfect. Spot on. You were listening well.
Have I missed anything? Is there anything you want to add?
No, that's pretty much all. I guess now it's just like what types of exercises you'd recommend for me, and yeah.
Okay. There's a few other things I just thought about with your goals to work up to that 4. To sort of keep you on your goal of like being consistent and doing 4 and seeing results. I was going to ask, have you previously kept a diary perhaps on like previous, how you felt before, how you felt after the session, what you may have lifted, just little notes of like that type of?
Not really, no. Yeah. Is that something that, but I'm open to doing that if that's something that you're suggesting.
Yeah, like commonly, like the literature and research suggests that it's a good technique to help changing in behavior and changing, just getting you on track and tracking how you're going. And it also gives myself a good record, and you and yourself a good record of how you're traveling. And sometimes we forget how much we lifted 2 weeks ago or something, and you can look back and go, well, I've actually increased this by 2 kilograms or 5 kilograms. It may not be the big number, but it's you can track your progress and just track, so the first 4 times I went to the gym, I didn't feel as good after the session, and now you're feeling awesome after the session, so maybe it's time to progress, or maybe it's you getting fitter or stronger. Does that sound like something you'd be open to?
Yeah, no, it does. After hearing you give the explanation of it, it's backed up by research, and I guess it's something I'm willing to try, and I'm excited to try.
That's really good that you're open to that. So I'll just summarize everything again and just make sure I have it all down pat, so we can get on to the exercise screening. You're looking to go from 2 to 4 sessions a week, and you're looking at Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. you're looking to get stronger, and you are open to monitoring your performance and how you're feeling. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, no, that sounds like it's everything.
All right, so I'm just going to share my screen now. Sorry. Can you see that?
Yes, it's just popped up now.
All right. So, have I got your name correct, Charles?
Yep, that's on point.
What's your date of birth?
22nd of the 10th, 1998.
We're born in the same year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Something happened. The next, do you identify as a male?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you 6 questions now that just give me an idea of like where your health is at, and they're just yes or no answers. Are you comfortable answering them?
Yep, that's all good.
Has your medical practitioner ever told you you have a heart condition, or have you ever suffered a stroke?
No.
Do you ever experience unexplained pains or discomfort in your chest at rest or during exercise?
No.
Do you ever feel faint, dizzy, or lose balance during physical activity?
No.
Have you suffered an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time over the past 12 months?
No.
If you have type 1 or 2 diabetes, have you had trouble controlling your glucose over the past 3 months?
No, I haven't.
Do you have any other conditions requiring special consideration for you to exercise?
No.
All right, that's great. You're all healthy. So now I'm just going to ask you a few questions about your exercise. You said you go to the gym twice a week. Would you say I'll scroll down to the scale. Would you rate your sessions as being like light, moderate, vigorous? Your gym sessions?
I'd probably say, yeah, probably vigorous, just because of I've actually got my heart rate monitor on and I can see it on the screen, and the heart rate's always quite up there.
Oh, that's good. You're working so hard. So, how many minutes would you say you do that for?
Probably just over an hour, so like 70 minutes, I'd say.
You also mentioned back in our initial conversation that you walk your dog. Does that happen regularly, or was that just a one-off this week?
Well, she's only actually just really been able to go for walks, but yeah, it's been probably just pretty light, because it's just a walk. It's not too fast. She's just constantly pulling, so maybe like four times, probably 25 minutes each.
That's really good. You're going way over. Pretty sure I just calculated. The exercise. (17 × 2). So you're doing 3 80 minutes. So you've got 4 times your light exercise, and then your vigorous actually counts as double. So that's really great. For just healthy living, we suggest that you do like over 150 minutes. So you're well and truly over what you need to be doing, which is great.
Yeah.
So now we're just moving on to another series of questions. Can you tell me your age?
21 at the moment.
And you said you identify as a male?
Yes.
Have you got any family history of heart disease?
No.
Do you smoke, or have you quit in the last 6 months?
No.
Do you happen to know your weight?
Yeah, it's 77.
Do you happen to know your height?
Yeah, so 178.
Do you by any chance know your waist circumference?
Actually got it recently. I think it was 84. 84, yeah.
Do you have a tape measure handy?
No, just a ruler at the moment.
That's all good. I'll put that there, but do you think that's the definite, or is that just?
Yeah, I wouldn't be 100% with that.
Okay, I'll just put it in brackets. So we think you're around that, but we're not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever been told you have high blood pressure?
No.
Have you ever been told you have high cholesterol?
No.
Have you ever been told you have high blood sugar?
No.
Are you currently taking any prescribed medications for any conditions?
No.
Have you been in hospital the last 12 months?
No, I haven't.
Do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone, tendon, ligament, or joint problems that you've been told could be made worse during exercise?
Not that I've been told could be made worse, since it was ages ago, but yeah, I did hurt my ankle a while ago, and I guess pretty badly, so it's still kind of not recovered. It was I completely ruptured all the ligaments in my right ankle.
Wow, that must have been intense when you did it. How did you do that?
I used to skateboard quite a lot, and I came off a quarter pipe quite badly and just kind of fell onto it, and yeah, that was that.
So you said it was in your right ankle, was it? And it was all your ligaments?
Yeah, the 3 on the outside and the other 2, I think, or 1. Yeah.
Were they completely ruptured, like grade 3, or were they like grade 2 or 1? Do you know?
The ATFL, they were completely ruptured. The other one, I think that was just a bit of a tear.
Okay. And you've been cleared to exercise?
Yeah.
Okay. And this happened 5 years ago? Yeah?
Yeah, around 5 years ago.
Okay. That should be all right. You just let me know if any movement we do in the testing or the exercise sessions hurts it. You could even write it down in your in your self-monitoring diary. If you're feeling any pain and don't continue, stop straight away.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just stop sharing my screen. Are you all right to get into some testing today?
Yeah, no, I'm ready to go.
So I'll just talk you through my thinking behind some of the tests that I am thinking about completing, and you can tell me if you're comfortable with them, or if you don't want to do them, or if you want me to change. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
So the first test I want to do is largely because you told me about your ankle injury 5 years ago. So it's a knee to wall. This tests your ankle mobility. It's just good to know where you're at. If it needs to be worked on. Yeah, are you all right with doing that?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I've got a rule or two if that helps.
Yeah, that will come in handy. So what we'll do you have shoes on?
Yeah.
Remove your shoes.
Yep.
So, find a wall, a wardrobe, any like flat surface you can put the ruler along. Show you like what I have there. And where your knee can touch the wall. Okay, so what this test is we're going to stand close to the wall to start off with and just tap your knee on the wall and then keep going back until you hit a point where your ankle comes off the ground. So we don't want to see that or even doing that slightly. We want your ankle always fully on the ground. And then tell me what centimeter your toe is at when you hit the furthest you can go without taking your foot off the ground.
Yep. Right.
Any questions?
No, that sounds all good. Do you want me to, does it matter what leg I start with?
No, just yell out the leg and the measurement.
Yep, no problem. That is, my right one is that. Second. My right one was 15.5 centimeters.
Wow, that's impressive. That's
Yeah.
the one you ruptured, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's pretty hypermobile, I guess.
Yeah. Did you do a lot of this when you were rehabbing?
Yeah, I remember doing this pretty much every second day since I was doing a bit of sport and I wanted to get back into it.
Yeah, I had a similar injury to your injury, just not as many ligaments, but I had third grade in all my ligaments that I did, and I remember doing that exercise so much.
Yeah, no, it's a fun one, isn't it?
Yeah.
The other one was 14.
Okay. They're still pretty impressive measures. Pretty flexible. All right. So the next, I'll explain all three tests that I'm interested in doing next, and you can just say yes or no to them.
Yep.
So I'm thinking about doing a push-up test to test your upper body strength. Just see where you're at with your upper body strength. And then I'm thinking about doing a one-legged squat test for a few reasons. One is to just, because you said you hit the gym 2 times a week and previously hit it 4 times a week, I don't think a bilateral squat, which is your usual squat you see, with body weight being over Zoom is going to test you at all. I'm not going to get any great measure out of that because you could probably do that for 10 minutes non-stop and not really be able to keep going and keep good form. So I'm thinking about a one-legged squat just to see if you have any knee coming in or knee coming out. If your hips drop, if your core's a bit weak, your hips may drop, or if your glutes are a bit weak, you can see those type of things happen. So it's a good measure of where, as I mentioned earlier in the interview, where you may be lacking in your smaller muscles, that can help us arrive at a stronger squat or a stronger, bigger lift.
Yeah.
So it's going to really help me with prescribing where you may be weak. Are you all right with doing that one?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that explanation as well. It seems like it's a good choice.
And then I'm thinking to finish off with a plank. This is just to get an indication of your core stability, how you, like, we're constantly activating our core in the way a plank activates our core when we're walking around. If we go for a run, we're walking the dog, we're constantly trying to activate those muscles so we don't sway. Even in your one-legged squat, you'll see a portion of your core being used in that. So it's a good measure just to see where you're at, if there's any weaknesses, and if you can hold that position. Well, does that sound all right to you?
Yeah, no, I'm happy with all those tests.
Okay, so we'll start off with the push-up test. So I'll demonstrate. So I'll demonstrate on my knees, but you feel free, if you're comfortable doing so, do them on your toes. But I'm stronger on my knees. Do you have any idea what your preference would be, knees or toes?
I can do toes.
Okay. So we just want to have your arms just a bit wider than shoulder width apart, and then we want to go down to your nearly touching the ground. All right, we want to make sure you get the whole depth down and up, but yeah, don't pause at the top. If you pause for too long, I'll count the test as being done. So this is as many push-ups you can do without like taking a rest or cheating, not going down far enough. Just as many as you can do. So we'll go until you hit failure or you don't feel comfortable doing anymore. Don't do any more than you feel comfortable doing. So if something's hurting or whatever, make sure you stop.
Yeah.
All right? Sound all right?
Yeah. So starting off with that one, let me know if you can see me too.
Sure. Do you have any questions?
No, that should be all good. Is that all right for the view?
Yep.
All right, yeah. So whenever I'm ready.
Yep. That's really good. It's really good, Charlie. Oh, that's really good. I counted 32.
That's probably all I can do right now.
That's pretty impressive. I think I've got the normative data here. And 32 puts you in the normal range, which is good. But as you said, that's all you could do for today, so you could be a bit tired, but it's a really good base range. So we know you're pretty strong, but there is some improvement there. All right, so now we're going to go on to the one-legged squat. Now for this one, I won't have normative data. As I said, this is more for me to program exercises to help with your technique and just to test like how strong you are through that lower body. So
Yeah.
I'll demonstrate for you. So for this one, we're going to use a chair just for safety reasons, and we don't want to squat probably as low in this just because it's one leg. So you preferably want a chair that doesn't have wheels. Mine has wheels, but ignore that. We don't want it sliding away whilst you're doing your one-legged squats. So we want to stand on one leg. We want to start from the top and go down. We want to touch our bum on the chair, and then we want to stand back up. All right, so we want to avoid what I just did. So I just put my knee in and a little bit out. We want to try and keep our knee going down in a straight plane.
Yeah.
We also don't want the hip dip. All right, we want to keep that sort of evenly there. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, so we're just touching the seat. We're not completely sitting down.
No, we're just gonna touch it. Do what you feel comfortable doing. I'll just take into consideration you're pushing off the chair if you're pushing off the chair.
Yeah.
But try and keep, I'm more looking at your technique.
Okay, perfect. Just, my chair has wheels too, but I've got a chair that doesn't over here.
Are you able to move your camera down a little bit? That's great.
Is that okay?
Yep.
So starting from standing, you said?
Yep.
And on my right leg?
We can start on right. Start on whichever one you feel more comfortable with.
Yep.
Remember, stop if you're feeling any pain. I might stop you there, Charlie. Your knees are definitely coming in and out, and I can see your ankle stability is working there. That's your right leg, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the right leg.
Yeah. So I can see some improvements we can make there, which is awesome. But I can also see you're fairly strong through your right side to be able to still do that with those little instabilities you have there. So if you want to go, and I can see your left side as well.
Yep. Is that all right for the view, or?
Yeah, that's fine. That's good, Charlie. You can stop when you're ready.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see on that side there's a little bit to improve on too, but not as much through the ankle and the knee. There's a little bit of movement, but not so much as the right side, which is understandable because you've had those injuries through your ankle. So it will be working harder to stabilize your movement of your body.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something you can work on, and hopefully improving those aspects does improve your squat, as well as how we progress and regress your squat.
Yeah.
And then our last test will be the plank test. So have you done planks before?
Yeah, a while ago.
All right, so I'll demonstrate it, and you, as with every other exercise, if you don't feel comfortable or you're sore during the exercise, just stop.
Yep.
All right. So we want our arms about shoulder width apart. We want to be up on our toes. We want our butt down. We want to stay still. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't want our butt in the air and we don't want our butt down. So you're sort of in a in that sort of arch position.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that sound all right? Any questions?
So it's just as long as I can hold it for.
Yes. I'll get a stopwatch. All right. Feel free to start whenever you're in the right position.
Yep. Is that all right for the view?
Yep.
Okay, and yeah.
Going good, Charlie. Are you able to lower your butt a little bit? That's better. Nice and still. You done 50 seconds there, Charlie? Really good, really impressive. Minute 13 down. Keep it going. That's a minute 30 there. Really good, Charlie. Got good core strength there. It's 2 minutes down.
I might stop it there for now.
That's a really good. So you got to 204. It's really impressive. You got a good core strength there.
Thanks.
So, they're really good testing results. I'm really happy with all of those. We've definitely got some areas of improvement. So I'll just summarize the goals that you had and the days we're looking to exercise, and you can correct me or add anything that's just come to mind during testing or screening.
Yeah.
So you're looking to go from 2 to 4 days, but starting at around 3 days a week. You're looking for, you really want to see results, and you really want to get stronger is the result you want to see, which is lifting more weight. You're looking to train on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and you're interested in writing notes in your diary to help you keep yourself accountable. And yes, have I missed anything?
No, that pretty much sounds like it's everything. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go away now and write a program according to those goals you have, and I'll see you next week, Charlie.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, Hannah.
Thank you, Charlie.
Bye.